The following is a production of Phoenix Media. The views expressed do not necessarily represent those of the company or its advertisers and may contain language that's unsuitable for younger listeners. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another brand new episode of the Proton Pack Podcast. It's episode 75. I'm Kristian, and with me always is the Orko to my He-Man. Say hey, Tone.
Hey, guys.
Wand of glass, clean my room, sweeping through like a broom. Yeah, we're cooking.
I should have done it up like John Cena, right? The colorful bright shirt and the hat. Ooh.
I was saying beforehand, you're looking very patriotic.
Very patriotic. Little surely needed, trooper.
Little red, white, and blue for you.
Little red, white, and blue.
Well,
Words are hard, but this is the wrong show for that.
Exactly.
Nah.
What I was going to say is at the top of the show, we like to remind everybody to follow us online. You can see right below us where you can find us on the Proton Pack Podcast, anywhere you get social media. And, follow us, comment, like, subscribe, do what you need to there.
I like turtles.
And always like turtles.
Yeah, don't you like that we eliminated the shameless plug so we could actually talk reviews now?
Exactly.
We're no longer plugging as many things anymore.
Which is the perfect segue because we do want to get into our review this week, which is Masters of the Universe Revelation. Hit Netflix about a week and a half ago from executive producer, head writer Kevin Smith. And obviously
that's Silent Bob.
This is the continuation of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe that we grew up with, the Funimation, really cheesy show back in the day. Obviously had fond memories, had all the toys, but it wasn't a very good show. And so, Kevin Smith, who is a big fan, really sort of hyped us up about, what the show was going to be about. And so it is out now, the first 5 episodes, which is basically part 1 of season 1. We still have yet for part 2, the final 5 episodes of season 1 to be released. But with that being said, we wanted to give our review of it. Now, Tony, I know that you've only seen, most of one episode of this point.
Yeah, we covered this before. I had it spoiled by doing Pop Culture Kaboom with Jimmy, so I know about it. I know how pissed off he was about it. So I tell Kristian before the show, I'm like, so when did such and such happen? He goes, the first episode. I thought you watched it. Huh. I must have fallen asleep because I don't recall that happening because it's a pretty big pivotal moment in the series. I'm just going to say probably the most positive thing about the show. The animation is bitchin'. They need to bring back hand-drawn animation like it. It is so cool. They've got the characters that you would expect from our childhood. They just look so great. So I'm going to put over the animation, but now I'm going to let the Rant City USA happen. So have at it, Mr. Phoenix.
So, going in, my expectations were on the high side, and I'll start with the good stuff first. As you mentioned, the animation is phenomenal. The action scenes are beautiful. Don't really care for the little CG vehicles that they decided to throw in there.
Yeah, that's kind of stupid. I agree with that.
Little wonky, but at the same time, animation absolutely beautiful. This, it's what you expected the 80s cartoons to look like from the opening credits, but they never did. They were always, awful and cheesy. The overall storyline, I like that they kind of turn things on their head a little bit, that, you've got villains who are now kind of anti-heroes. You've got previous heroes who have gone off and, are sort of hermits and they've they're living their own lives. And then you've got other villains who have, taken the fact that Skeletor is dead, spoiler alert, and,
alert,
done their own thing. And along those lines, I don't even mind the fact that they killed off He-Man and Skeletor in the first episode. we know they're coming back, but it's really more of Teela and the Masters of the Universe as opposed to He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. Now for my gripes.
Griping time.
First one is the names. Obviously, He-Man wasn't the most original names to begin with, but it's almost like they went cheesy with the names just to continue that tradition. At one point, I think it's episode 2, they talk about the Glove of Globula, which is just a terrible name, the Glove of Globula. And then I think
gobby gooby give it ow.
And then I think my biggest gripe is that Kevin Smith went totally woke on this sort of knee-jerk reaction to everything that's happening out in the social world these days. And don't get me wrong, you know, I have no problem. I encourage, you know, everything that's happening as far as equality and women's empowerment and, you know, the sexual revolutions. But Kevin Smith decided to pack all of those in together and basically make Teela a women's empowered lesbian with a girlfriend who happens to be African-American written into the show just for that fact. And that's what bugs me, the fact that, you know, people are going above their, you know, going to the extreme to try and think that they're righting wrongs, but it doesn't serve the story well. If it serves the story, great, do that. But if it doesn't, you know, don't do it just for the sake of, well, this is what's popular out in the social world these days. And, you know, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to pack it all into this, you know, super woke version of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. And I'm sure that's what Jimmy's gripes were when he saw it as well.
Oh, he was pissed. Like, you know, the fact that Kevin Smith kind of lied to everybody and didn't say, okay, you didn't just forthcome and say, okay, well, you know, this is the Masters of the Universe, but it's not going to be based around He-Man this time. It's the Masters of the Universe. So we're going to focus on different characters,
and I don't
not
even
so
mind
much
that
He-Man.
part. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, so it kind of led some fans thinking this is more He-Man, but it's really, like you said, it's about Teela. And, you know, I'm still in for the story. I already kind of know what goes on. I've had it spoiled already, but I'm still going to watch it, legit watch it. And again, the animation, aside from that weird CGI, because I saw the little shark, what is it, that shark vehicle? Uh-huh. I was like, oh, that looks a little hokey, but it was cool to see it. It looked like the toy had appeared on the screen and the animation was around it. It was weird.
Right, like a Robot Chicken episode almost.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking on that. But hey, it's on Netflix now. If you guys let us know below what you think. Are you watching Masters of the Universe reboot? Let us know below. Let us know what you think. And, you know, agree to disagree. I mean, the animation is there, and I love it for that aspect alone. So.
Well, folks, that does it for our first segment, our review of Masters of the Universe Revelation. When we come back, we're going to be talking TV news, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Behold, my precious.
Ooh, yeah, let me tell you something right here. It's the Loot Crate subscription box, yeah, full of exclusive loot, fun surprises delivered to your door every month.
Just pick up your favorite geeky genre, Daddy.
From the original Loot Crate, the Loot Crate DX collectible boxes, dude! Cowabunga!
To the Loot Gaming video game box.
Woohoo! Yee-hoo!
Box. What's with kids today, huh?
Wowzers! With crates starting as low as $11.99 per month, there's a box just about for all collectors.
To get your geek on, head over to phoenixmedia.us/Loot Crate and claim your exclusive offer. That's FENIXmedia.us/Loot Crate. Great Scott!
Snap into a Loot Crate, dig it?
Welcome to Calvin's Barbershop.
You all gotta see this.
I don't even want to know what you're looking at on that phone.
Well, you should. I was learning about the dangers of high blood pressure and that we need to get ours checked regularly. High blood pressure can increase the risk of heart attack or stroke, but this text program can help keep it at a healthy range. Just text Barbershop to 97779 to sign up.
I'll get right on it as soon as I'm done with this baby panda video.
Text Barbershop to 97779. A message from the American Heart Association and the Ad Council.
Dear John, I'm leaving. Uncontrolled high blood pressure is serious, and I can quit whenever I want. Why can't we get back to when you checked on me? I don't want to leave, but remember, when I quit, you quit. Sincerely, your heart.
Listen to your heart and don't let it quit on you. High blood pressure can lead to a stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range today. For help keeping yours at a healthy range, text PRESSURE to 97779. A message from the American Heart Association, the American Stroke Association, and the Ad Council.
WWE superstar Alberto Del Rio. Take one.
Behold the angry giant.
Try it again, Alberto.
Behold the angry giant.
Perfect. Good luck tonight.
Behold the angry giant.
Yay! Read me another one, Dad.
This is WWE superstar Alberto Del Rio. It only takes a moment to make a moment. Take time to be a dad today.
Visit fatherhood.gov, brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
It may be hard to believe, but people just like you are already saving money. FeedThePig.org makes it easy. Their simple savings plan teaches you how to start saving without going overboard, so you don't need to sell all your belongings and live in a commune.
These dungarees belong to all of us now, Tom.
You don't need to get a second job as a stuntman.
We need a new stuntman!
You just need feedthepig.org. Don't get left behind. Get tips and tools at feedthepig.org. Brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Phoenix Media. Listen live and explore more great shows at phoenixmedia.us. Welcome back, folks, to the Proton Pack podcast. We just finished up our first segment with our review of Masters of the Universe Revelation. And now we are into the second segment, which, as we do, we're talking little TV news.
Bazinga.
The cream of the crop!
Hey, baby.
Let's go, Bob.
Excellent.
Hail to the king, baby.
It's funny, when we record, Tony, there's just a slight delay between
it's a delay. It's
audio
behind,
and the video, which is funny because, what you're mouthing is slightly delayed from what I'm hearing. It doesn't go out that way, but I always get a kick out of it.
Always
All
fun.
right, let's go ahead and kick off with this first piece of TV news. Well, grab yourself some lembas bread and an ounce of pipeweed, because Amazon, at long last, has announced that its Lord of the Rings TV series will debut on September 2nd, 2022. The series will debut on Amazon Prime in more than 240 countries and territories worldwide, with new episodes available weekly. The new epic drama brings to screens for the very first time J.R.R. Tolkien's fabled Second Age of Middle-earth's history. Beginning in a time of relative peace, thousands of years before the events of J.R.R. Tolkien's The Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings books, the series follows an ensemble cast of characters, both familiar and new, as they confront the long-feared reemergence of evil to Middle-earth. In addition to revealing the show's premiere date, Amazon also dropped a gorgeous first-look photo on the upcoming series, which I'll be sure to post on our Facebook page. There you go.
Walking, and we're walking, and we're walking again. And we're walking, and walking.
I'm actually glad you played that, because I was going to list off all of the actors that are in this, but I don't recognize a single name, so it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to do that anyway.
So they're just a bunch of
filthy hobbitses. Just right back to the shires we goes. Yes, little shireses. And we're walkings. Yes. And walkings. It just goes. Yes, that's what it does. My precious on Amazon. I can't stop the musics.
Tony,
it just keeps going.
Are you excited for some new Lord of the Rings, Middle Earth?
No, and this damn thing won't stop. All right, good, Smaug, you are fired.
And that keeps going too.
Okay, rule of thumb: don't play Lord of the Rings soundbites. So just as long as the damn movie.
Exactly.
No, I'm not excited, and I'm not watching these. I don't have time for that.
It's a lot to take in. There's, a lot of TV to watch. I'll probably check it out. I enjoyed the Lord of the Rings movies.
They were good movies.
Yeah. Hopefully not each episode is, an hour and a half. It's just too much.
I'm going on an adventure. I'm scared to press this.
On an
Oh, good. It was just that.
Ooh, nice and short.
I was waiting.
Well, let's head on over from Middle Earth and Amazon over to Disney Plus, where Marvel and Disney Plus's Moon Knight series may be getting another villain. According to Gaspard Ulliel's talent agency listing page, the actor has been cast as Anton Mogart, a.k.a. Midnight Man. The villainous character made his first appearance in Moon Knight number 3, 1981, and is described as someone who delights in collecting rare works of art, and by collecting, he means stealing, of course. He steals simply for the thrill of it and enjoys displaying the goods in a New Jersey mansion filled with priceless artifacts and rarities. After an encounter with Moon Knight, Mogart fell into a river and was eventually spit out of a drainage viaduct in New York City. While floating in the waste, the combination of chemicals ate away at Mogart's flesh, leaving him deformed. Blaming Moon Knight for his situation, Anton Mogart resurfaces as the villain Midnight Man and seeks revenge against the right fist of Khonshu, also known as Moon Knight. Evidence of Ulliel's casting was made clear by Hamilton Hodel, the actor's casting agency. Assuming the casting call is legit, Ulliel will join Oscar Isaac as Mark Spector and Ethan Hawke for the anticipated superhero series. I'm excited for this. I read a couple of the Moon Knight comic books back in the day, but don't know much about it. So I'm excited to see the Marvel treatment, what they do with it. And Oscar Isaac, let's face it, is just a great actor.
Oh, yeah, dude. I'm excited for
No, I just got body. I feel, oh, my God. Holy shit.
Whoa.
Just said Marvel. I
Tony's
gotta be
pushing
careful
buttons at random at this point.
Yeah, it just said Marvel. So I thought I was just going to do like a little Marvel thing. I did not expect for that guy to yell, holy shit. It's a good thing that we're not regulated, so that's a good thing.
Yeah.
But Oscar Isaac is going to be awesome. And Marvel does such a good job with obscure characters that you don't know about, and they make them exciting to the point that you care. And I'm very excited. I don't know much about Moon Knight, and I look forward to learning along like everybody else.
I do too. And, it's one of those things that obviously we got to wait till next year for that. But what we don't have to wait till the end of the year for is Marvel Studios and Disney Plus just wrapped up their third series as Loki finished its season 1 run as most popular Marvel show to date. I don't know if that sentence I just read made any sense whatsoever.
I am Ron Burgundy.
According to Marvel Studios Executive Vice President of Film Production, Victoria Alonso, we will see their next 2 offerings before the end of the year. During a chat with Variety, Alonso confirmed that both Hawkeye and Ms. Marvel would arrive on Disney Plus before the end of 2021. Alonso didn't provide an exact date or time frame for the premieres, but with the animated What If Marvel series debuting in August, that leaves us with about 4 months for the other 2 shows to make their arrival. And then I know as of this article, Hawkeye's was announced for September, right?
Yeah.
So we'll probably see Hawkeye in September, maybe Ms. Marvel in November, but it's awesome that we're getting more Disney Plus Marvel shows.
And we have What If that starts next week?
Next week, the 11th.
Next week, we get the What If. And I've been seeing the trailers. The trailers look cool.
Yeah. And it plays directly into the whole multiversal split that's happening right now. Obviously going into Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. We've got Spider-Man Not Far From Home.
It is far. It's Far From Home.
It is Far From Home.
Yeah, Far From Home.
I always mix it up.
They get confusing because you have Homecoming and what was the second one?
That's the one I always confuse it with is I don't know.
No Way Home. Oh no,
this one's No Way Home.
No Way Home, Far From Home. Yeah, they're confusing. Yeah.
Thanks, Marvel, for making that.
The Home, yeah. We're just gonna call this the Home trilogy. So, Homecoming, Far From Home, No Way Home.
So with that being said, we had just a small trio of TV news today. But what we're going to do is we're going to head into the break. We've got a lot of movie news to cover, so don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Most of my family, they never graduated high school, so I'm trying to break that barrier.
My daughter, Brooklyn, was also a motivation for me to go back to school.
Every day after work, went straight to school, and it paid off.
At age 26, Kareem finished his high school diploma.
I could not have done it alone. I see the future is really bright for me.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
So I'm a cat, and I just moved in with this new human, and she's got this little toy she's always playing with, all day long. Tap, 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 bloop, bloop. She can't put it down. There it is. Oh, and get this. She even talks to it. Last week, she asked it for Chinese, and guess what? Egg rolls showed up. Like magic. Humans have cool toys.
A person is the best thing to happen to a shelter pet. Be that person. Adopt. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the ShelterPetProject.org.
What if I told you that a tornado was going to happen tomorrow, right where you live? That it would touch down at exactly 3:17 p.m., and I told you the exact path it would take. You would, of course, prepare. You would talk with your loved ones, and you'd make a plan today. It's true, I can't tell you a tornado will strike tomorrow, but shouldn't you have a plan anyway? Go to ready.gov/communicate and make your emergency plan today. Don't wait. Communicate. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
This is Mario Andretti. You know me as a race car driver, but I'm also a Meals on Wheels volunteer. I've raced against the sport's biggest personalities, but I've never met more vibrant, amazing people than the seniors served by Meals on Wheels. You can make a difference by dropping off a hot meal and saying a quick hello. So, America, let's do lunch. Volunteer your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org.
This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
People been saying to your friend, get a different face, and posting on their feed, they're super ugly. The things they say to them online are cruel and they're not true. So tell your friend, I'll stand up for you. Don't worry, I know what to do.
Know someone being bullied online? You can be a witness and make a difference by letting the world know it isn't cool and by letting your friend know you care. Learn more at eyewitnessbullying.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Hope you enjoyed your meal. And I just want to say, he's lucky to have a brother like you.
Lucky? Caring for my brother is far from easy. But he's a part of me, like my arms and legs, so I'll be his. No time for tired. Nothing can disable this love. He needs me, but I'm the lucky one, even though I need help now and then.
If you're caring for a loved one, visit aarp.org/caregiving for care guides and community. Support for your strength. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Phoenix Media. Listen live and explore more great shows at phoenixmedia.us. We are back, folks. This is the Proton Pack. Almost confused it with our other show, Tone. We just finished up our TV news, and we've got quite a bit of movie news for you, but not before we get into the weekend box office report. So another big screen adaptation of a Disney theme park ride was the top draw for crowds this weekend as Jungle Cruise opened in first place with an estimated $34.2 million. Of course, it was also available on Premier Access on Disney Plus for the low price of $30 as well. But, it's no surprise that this is number one. The boys went and saw it. They enjoyed it. They thought it was a lot of fun. Tony, give your quick 10-second review of Jungle Cruise, because I know you saw it as well.
10-second review. Rockin' blunt, good chemistry, a lot of fun. It's a Disney movie. It opens with Metallica, Nothing Else Matters, in an orchestra symphony. Fun. Go see it. A+, 2 thumbs up. Loved it.
Awesome. Well, in second place was the period fantasy epic The Green Knight, opened with $6.78 million. Big difference between number one and number two.
Oh, huge, yeah.
R-rated release from indie company A24. Cost less than $30 million, so they're well on their way. Looked like a good movie. Don't unfortunately have time to see it, but what do you think, Tone?
I gave that on Pop Culture Kaboom. I gave it a blah, and a blah on there means I'd watch it on a streaming service. It looked interesting. Not enough for me to go to a theater to see it, but I would watch it on streaming, though.
All right. In third place was the M. Night Shyamalan horror thriller Old with $6.7 million on its second weekend. We mentioned last week that you had a chance to see that one. And like you said, it was watch it on streaming, maybe not in the theaters.
Yeah, don't go to theaters. Yeah, quick 10-second review or less on that. Very interesting movie. It's weird, not what you think. Of course, you got to get the twists in there. It's so-so, but just live in the moment, man. Live in the moment right now. So, yeah, so-so movie, though. Wasn't bad, wasn't great.
All right, good to know. In fourth place was the continuation of Black Widow, bringing in another $6.42 million. So far domestically, it's brought in $167 million, $343.5 million worldwide. Be interesting to see how much of that they need to give to Scarlett Johansson after the lawsuit, but still a fun movie.
Great movie, and I do feel bad. She got hosed with the whole simultaneously streaming and putting it out, so it's a little bummer. It probably should be a lot higher, but yeah, it has for the Marvel movies. It has dipped. So
yeah, and we still have no idea what it's earned on Premier Access, and from what they're alleging, she's not being paid on those receipts. So, which kind of sucks.
She should be, and The Rock's in the same boat. He ain't getting paid from it, but also, they should get something. I mean, there should be some type of revenue they're getting for that.
Yeah. In fifth place was the new Matt Damon drama Stillwater with $5.1 million. Haven't seen much about it, but maybe something I'll catch on streaming a little bit later on.
Definitely a streaming type movie. His daughter is a fugitive in another country. He's got to go save her because she's found guilty for a murder she didn't commit. But it's like Jason Bourne, but not.
Gotcha.
So.
All right. And then we'll run down the back end of the top 10 here. So with number 6 was Space Jam: A New Legacy with another $4.26 million. Snake Eyes in 7th place with $4 million. In 8th place was F9, The Fast Saga with $2.65 million. 9th place, Escape Room Tournament of Champions with $2.2 million. I'm surprised that's still up there. And then in 10th place was The Boss Baby Family Business with $1.3 million.
That's fine. I can't believe Snake Eyes has fallen quite a bit. Wow.
It has. Nice to see that the top 10 is all over $1 million at this point, though.
Yeah, that's good. So then, they're doing well. So the box office is doing good. Hopefully this new round of masks and pandemic crap doesn't slow it down. So
exactly. And we have a big movie we're looking forward to this weekend with the Suicide Squad. So that's one I'm definitely going to catch in theaters.
Oh, absolutely. I got to go see it tomorrow night because I got to review it for Jimmy's show Sunday, although we're doing the Sunday show Friday because I'll be at 10 years on Sunday and busy, man. You got to fit the radio stuff in when you can. So
exactly. Well, that does it for the box office report. Let's go ahead and get into that movie news.
And here we go.
Are you the keymaster?
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
We came, we saw, we kicked his ass.
This baby hits 88 miles per hour. You're going to see some serious shit.
Yeah, we will. Well,
Doc Brown, dirty language.
Kicking things off here on the movie news, we talked about him a little bit at the top of the show, but this goes to a different project he's working on. In 1994, Kevin Smith's filmmaking career kicked off with the indie hit Clerks, which also served as the first installment of the View Askew-verse shared universe. While that movie's starring characters would later pop up in other movies set in that shared universe, in 2006, Smith returned to his roots with Clerks 2. Now, a decade and a half later, it's been announced that Clerks 3, which Smith has been developing in one form or another since early 2010, will soon begin filming, with the filmmaker sharing some new details for us to chew on. He said, "There's a saying from the Tao that goes something like, to be great is to go on is to go far is to return. Thanks to Lionsgate, we get to return to where it all started with almost the whole cast that started it all. And for the first time since the first time we ever made a movie in 1993, we're shooting the entire flick on location in New Jersey as an ode to both the enduring allure of cinema and the resourcefulness and lunacy of its storytellers. Years ago, Dante and Randall made me a filmmaker, so now it's time I return the favor." Of the Kevin Smith projects, this is probably the one that I've been looking forward to the most. It's been the most long awaited, and I'm excited to see what he does with it, as long as he doesn't turn it into a horror flick, which we know Kevin Smith is not great at.
Yeah, sequels are typically from Kevin Smith not great. Clerks 2 was fantastic. He took original, he took the fun of one, but threw it in a fast food joint. But I have high hopes for part 3. I'm not going to go with low expectations because you are going back. This time it's about Dante wanting to film a movie of his life and all that stuff. So that'll be a fun take, a nice spin on Kevin Smith's life. And you're bringing back, what was his name in Clerks 2, the geeky one, the One Ring.
Oh yeah,
they're bringing him back too. So I think it'll be funny, and it's going to have Rosario Dawson back as Becky. You've got Dante. Last we saw them, they moved to Florida, they were supposed to move to Florida, and he stayed behind because he got Becky pregnant, so he's got a kid now. This should be fun. I look forward to this. It's Clerks 3. Sign me up. It'd be kind of funny if they did it in black and white, to be honest with you.
I hope they do, kind of. So
kind of maybe go in between, just as an homage. Yeah. So.
Well, let's move on to our next story, and this one came kind of out of left field. Paramount is developing yet another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, and they're putting some top comedic talent behind it. According to Variety, the studio has enlisted Colin and Casey Jost of Saturday Night Live to write the Heroes in a Half Shell's next big screen adventure. Variety's report notes that this movie is separate from the CGI animated Ninja Turtles feature that Paramount is simultaneously producing. That film counts Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg among its producers and is set to bow on August 11th, 2023. But unlike that project, the Jost Brothers movie will be live action. Plot details are being kept under wraps for now. Obviously, it's just newly announced, but do you think we need even more Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, CGI, live action? I just hope that they finally do it justice.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. Anytime you bring back the Ninja Turtles is a good thing. I didn't like The Rise, and I hope nothing of this is based on The Rise. I hate when they take something that's already out there and then they try to reimagine it. It's like, just come up with your own stories. Stick to take the true material and go forth with it. I'd love to see like animation like I hyped up with Masters of the Universe. I'd love to see a old school Ninja Turtles, kind of like when we saw that the new arcade game that's coming out, which we haven't heard nothing for a long time about. But that opening animation was so bitchin'. Like, I'd love to see that. The Jost Brothers, I know, is going to be more family friendly. Live action, as long as they look better than they did in Michael Bay's Turtles, I'm excited. I'm very excited to hear what Seth Rogen's is. I almost called him Grogan, but Rogen's and Elias is what that guy's name was in Clerks 2. Elias.
And I hope that this version of TMNT doesn't pander as much to the audience as the Michael Bay ones did. They had their merits, but at the same time, it did a lot of pandering. So with that being said, let's move from
Give me some Casey Jones and some badass April O'Neil.
Exactly.
Right?
And some mutants that, Mutagen Man and
Mondo Gecko.
Yeah, maybe not that far down the line. But
was that Muckman and Joe?
Yeah, or the Rat King or something along those lines.
Oh, yeah. Rat King would be good. You definitely have not done the Rat King in a movie. Yeah. And Metalhead.
Right. Cool. Well, moving on from TMNT to the world of DC. Well, DC Films Universe has finally found its Barbara Gordon. Today it was confirmed via The Wrap that In the Heights star Leslie Grace will be playing Barbara Gordon.
In the Heights!
In a live action, beginning with a Batgirl solo movie that is set to debut exclusively on HBO Max. The film, which has been in the works in some capacity since 2017, has ramped up development in recent months, enlisting Miss Marvel and Bad Boys for Life directors Adil El Arbi and Bilal Fallah to helm the upcoming project. The Batgirl script is written by Christina Hodson, whose work includes Birds of Prey and the upcoming Flash movie. Tony, your thoughts on Leslie Grace as Barbara Gordon and what this movie's going to be?
I think it'll be good. I always like new takes on Gotham and all that stuff. Always hold reserve on casting until I actually see it, because DC doesn't have a good track record in putting these things together typically. So we'll see, though, man. I don't mind the casting at all. I'm not familiar with her work, but I'm sure she'll be a fine Barbara Gordon. So.
And for me, it's one of those things, kind of goes back to my qualms with Masters of the Universe. The casting seems a little knee-jerk, woke for the whole, social climate that we're living in right now. one of the defining characteristics for me has always been Barbara Gordon as a redhead. She was a fiery redhead, and that's, that with the purple suit defines who Batgirl Barbara Gordon is. Casting an African-American actress, I have no doubt she's going to do fantastic in the role, but not necessarily Barbara Gordon. So, again, those are
this
just
is true.
With casting,
you do those things. It's nuts.
But you have some great filmmakers. You've got a great writer behind it. So it'll be interesting to see for sure.
Yeah, I agree with you. It'll be interesting, and we'll see, and we'll report it as we go along. Let us know what you guys think below. If you like the casting and stuff, it's definitely a mostly interactive show, even though when we do this, it's not live to answer your questions then. But if you leave comments, we will go back and answer them as we see them.
Exactly. And before we get to our trailer of the week, we've got one more story here in TV news. Well, Disney tapped Taika Waititi with developing an animated Flash Gordon movie 2 years ago, but it would seem that the project has undergone something of a metamorphosis. While speaking with Collider, producer John Davis said that the Flash Gordon movie is now being developed as a live-action project. Taika is writing it, Davis said. It was a movie that was a huge influence on him growing up. It was one of his favorite movies. He initially said to me, "Let's do it animated." I said, "Okay." Then we got into it, started developing, and he said, "No, let's do it live action." I said, "Even better." I am excited to see Taika Waititi's take on a Flash Gordon movie, knowing how wacky and crazy, he likes to create his universes. Just look at Thor Ragnarok. I think it's going to be a fun ride.
I do too. I mean, he does the space movies so well, and I'm excited for Thor Love and Thunder, what he brings to that. And he's just entertaining as hell. So he's a very entertaining guy.
Absolutely. And then before we head into the break, I mentioned we're going to drop our trailer of the week now. It is a trailer that we did just a few weeks back, but this is the second version of that. We're talking Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Shows a whole lot more fun, a lot more carnage for sure. And so let's take a look at it now.
Ooh. Lady, we should be out there snacking on bad guys. I am a predator. I need to be free.
You have got to get control of your aggression, or you will get hauled off into Area 51.
More shriek.
You live in my body. You live by my rules.
I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. Please let me fix it. So I can push it again. You are a loser.
One's the loneliest number.
It is.
I want to give you my story. People love
Daily Bugle
killers. Please, why me? What's mine is yours, and what's yours is mine. I have tasted it before, and that is not it. All I ever wanted in this world is carnage.
Oh, I hope they make it R-rated.
I'm not a crazy man. Are you a vengeful one?
Oh, shit! Whoa,
where you going?
That is a red one!
You need to come out right now. I will let you eat everybody!
Promise!
I promise!
Oh, yeah!
Betty, you feel like home to me. Like family. Oh, wow.
You could just say I'm happy for you.
That was going to be us.
I am happy for you.
No! I'm sorry.
Student some serious couples counseling.
Oh, man, that looks like so much fun. I can't wait.
It looks like a good one. Yeah, looks really good. Good humor, good action. Good group of actors too, you know. But I agree. Did it say it was R-rated at the end of that one?
They haven't given it a rating yet, so I hope
it's
it is.
R.
Yeah.
So probably
folks,
the last one was PG, right?
PG-13.
13? Yeah.
Well, folks, that does it for our movie news and our trailer of the week. When we come back, we're going to be talking video game news. Don't go away.
I spend a lot of time in the backyard, and I'm the center of attention at summer barbecues. In '96, I made some of the tastiest s'mores. And in '09, it was me, your backyard fire pit, that accidentally started a wildfire when a summer breeze carried one of my embers into some dry brush.
Spark a change, not a wildfire. Visit SmokeyBear.com, brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
My name is Lola Silvestri, and I'm going to be 95 this year. I was very independent. I fell, and I had to have Meals on Wheels. America, let's do lunch.
1 in 6 seniors faces the threat of hunger, and millions more live in isolation. Drop off a hot meal and say a quick hello. Volunteer for Meals on Wheels by donating your lunch break at americaletsdolunch.org. This message brought to you by Meals on Wheels America and the Ad Council.
Hey everyone, let's all stop what we're doing and take a moment. You see, every moment can be kind of special. But they can be loud moments, goofy moments, dorky moments, it doesn't matter. Because every time dads like us take a moment like that to spend with our kids, well, it's pretty momentous. So let's take a moment to make a moment. Call 877-4DAD-411 or visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
WWE superstar Alberto Del Rio, take 1.
Behold the angry giant.
Try it again, Alberto.
Behold the angry giant.
Perfect. Good luck tonight.
Behold the angry giant.
Yay! Read me another one, Dad.
This is WWE superstar Alberto Del Rio. It only takes a moment to make a moment. Take time to be a dad today.
Visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Behold, my precious. Ooh, yeah, let me tell you something right here. It's the Loot Crate subscription box, yeah, full of exclusive loot, fun surprises delivered to your door every month.
Just pick up your favorite geeky genre, Daddy.
From the original Loot Crate, the Loot Crate DX collectible boxes, dude! Cowabunga!
To the Loot Gaming video game box.
Woohoo! Yee-hoo!
Loot Crate horror box. What's with kids today, huh?
Wowzers! With crates starting as low as $11.99 per month, there's a box just about for all collectors.
To get your geek on, head over to phoenixmedia.us/Loot Crate and claim your exclusive offer. That's FENIXmedia.us/Loot Crate. Great Scott!
Snap into a Loot Crate, dig it?
You're listening to Phoenix Media. Listen live and explore more great shows at phoenixmedia.us. Well, folks, we are back to the fourth and final segment of this episode of the Proton Pack podcast. We covered TV news. We covered movie news. Now it's time to get into video games.
Hey, man, you want to play some video games?
Hadouken!
So this first story here on the video game news gave me a little chuckle, and you'll see why. So McDonald's Australia, the fast food chain, announced last week that it would give away a limited number of special edition PS5 controllers, each customized to include illustrations of burgers and fries along with an asymmetric white, red, and yellow color scheme. It kicked off an internet-wide discussion on whether they were cool or not, all of which turned out to be academic when Sony reportedly stepped in to block the controllers from being released at all. As it turns out, the McDonald's PlayStation 5 DualSense controller was never actually meant to be advertised in the first place. IGN learned that the design was an internal concept that never left the planning phase, let alone something McDonald's approached PlayStation about. In a statement from McDonald's Australia, the company confirmed that The image was provided to media in error, and there was no commercial relationship between McDonald's Australia and Sony PlayStation. This is in addition to the previous statement from the company about Sony PlayStation not authorizing the use of its controller in promotional materials. Tony, have you seen the controller in question?
I did, yeah. And at first I was thinking, man, that's badass to get in your Happy Meal, a Sony controller.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, you're just going to keep going. F that, man. Why spend $50-$60 on a controller? I'll play with a stupid, ugly McDonald's controller if I had a PS5. But yeah, dude, like, that's what I thought at first. Then I read the article and I go, oh, okay, that makes sense. Like,
if Sony knew what was good for them, they should partner up with McDonald's now and release it as a super special edition. Obviously, it garnered some buzz. People are excited about it. So, why not?
Yeah. Partnership, man. It's more advertisement for you, advertisement for them, and promotes laziness and obesity. McDonald's sitting on your ass playing video games.
Right. All you need is like a clip-on fry holder, and
yeah,
the whole idea is complete.
Right here, I got my nuggets. I got my French fries. With the big sauce. Ooh, got on my shirt. I'm ready to game.
Well, let's move on from the world of Sony and PlayStation and McDonald's to Nintendo and Apple. I do have some sad news to report that Dr. Mario World game on iOS is officially shutting down, as announced by Nintendo.
Oh, no!
In-app purchases are already gone, and the game will have been removed in November this year. Dr. Mario World is a Tetris-style game that features the titular Nintendo character in a doctor's uniform. The objective of the game is to destroy different colored viruses using medicine capsules with the same color. Match 3 of the same color, and it will disappear from the screen. The game first debuted on the NES and became popular among puzzle enthusiasts.
Well, it is Wednesday, so like we say on another show, words are hard, right?
In a statement, Nintendo mentioned that they would like to thank everyone who has played it, but unfortunately the game service will end November 1st this year. Starting July 28th, in-game diamonds can no longer be bought. Player history will be preserved in Dr. Mario World Memories, a page that will go live when the game officially ends. Users can choose to view their history there or delete their save data on the iOS app. It's a bummer. I enjoy that game. It's a good toilet game.
It is. My problem with the Nintendo iOS games is they were fun when they first came out, but I never went back to play them because when you really wanted to play them, it was on the plane or somewhere like that.
You had to be connected to the internet.
Yeah. Always had to be connected to internet or have a good phone service. And not always. So I lost interest in a lot of them. So like I couldn't tell you last time I played Mario Kart iOS or Mario Run or even Dr. Mario. I have them all.
Well, the thing is, the game already exists. Why not just leave it in the App Store, let people download it as it is, take out the in-app purchases, and just continue playing it, the current version?
Yeah, because it is fun for what it is. Reminded me, I kind of forgot when I saw the article. I was like, oh, crap, I forgot about that game. And it's funny because it sits on my phone, just like all the other ones.
Yeah, most of them do, unfortunately, but great bathroom fodder. Well, let's move on with more slightly sad news. Game delays have become even more prevalent in 2021, and it's not just because of COVID. With the pandemic and other factors still affecting how studios operate for the foreseeable future, that trend will likely continue throughout the year. To track the pandemic's continued impact on game development, IGN compiled a list of every game and notable DLC delay officially announced this year. And I figured we'd run down some of the notable ones there, just let people know. For instance, Outriders delayed from February 2nd to April 1st, 2021. Not a big difference, but based on this, it sounds like it should be out already.
Yeah, it should be. I don't know why it's delayed. It should be out.
Yeah, and it sounds like that one was about as close to done as could be. Another game would be Hogwarts Legacy, obviously a Harry Potter action RPG, delayed from 2021 to 2022. No exact date yet, but you're going to have to wait another year for that one.
No!
Cyberpunk 2077 had a free DLC scheduled for early 2021, but you have to wait till late 2021 for that one. Haven't picked it up. Beautiful graphics, but I know they had a lot of issues when it first came out.
Oh, that game had so many issues. I heard it was super bad. Like, you literally have to have a PS5 or a Xbox Series X or S to play it in its proper element. If you have a Xbox One or a PS4, you're getting a bunked down version, so it ain't worth playing.
Exactly. Another game delayed is The Lord of the Rings Gollum, going from late 2021 to 2022.
Don't make me play the Shroud music again. Yeah, walking. Yeah.
Oh, another delay is Prince of Persia, The Sands of Time remake, which was probably the best of the Prince of Persia offerings, delayed from March 18th to 2022 as well. Don't know if I'll go back and pick that one up.
That game was fun for its time, but it wasn't one of those over the top, like I'm super excited for.
Yeah. A game that I am kind of excited for when there's time to play it is the next installment of the Gran Turismo series, Gran Turismo 7, again delayed from 2021 to 2022. Beautiful graphics. If you've seen the trailer for it, looks amazing.
Oh, Gran Turismo always. Sony Studios does such a great job in detail in there. And then Microsoft equally tries to compete with Forza, and they also do a really great job. So the Forza and the Gran Turismo games, always awesome for car enthusiasts. They do a great job.
Absolutely. Another game that looks beautiful, I was excited about when it was announced, unfortunately delayed from 2021 to 2022, is Gotham Knights, the WB Games game.
Oh, I forgot all about that. That's where Robin goes rogue, right?
It is, and it looks beautiful. And you can play as Robin, you can play as Red Hood, you can play as Batgirl, pretty much all of the Bat family except for Batman.
Yeah, when did that one get delayed to?
2022. They don't have an exact date for it yet, though.
Gotcha.
Another delay, one I know that you would probably pick up, Tony, is Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, going from spring 2021, obviously that's passed already, to an unannounced later date, which, at this point it's sort of
weird.
Indefinite. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, it's cool they crammed all the Lego games. I kind of feel like the Lego games kind of, at this point, if they lost their luster a bit, like there's so many of them. And I mean, this one I was excited about because it was all 9 of them.
Trilogy,
Yeah. So I like that fact. So.
Oh, and then finally, I was going to say Resident Evil Reverse, but I think that's been released already. So apparently this list is a little outdated, but we covered the big notable ones. Well, folks, that's all the time we have for today.
That's it.
Yeah, we'll be back next week with a new show. Tony, what would you like to take folks out on?
Like I tell you guys every week, thank you so much for watching, listening, subscribing, whether you're listening on Spotify, Google, if you're watching us on YouTube, Facebook, wherever you are. Thank you for supporting, and please chime in below. Anything we've talked about today, let us know below while the show is going to air later and it's not live in the moment. We will get to your questions. So if you leave comments and we can interact with you at the time of the video posting. So let us know. Thanks again, and you guys have a good one. We'll see you next week with more entertainment. Peace.
That's all she wrote. See you, folks.
I am. Hasta la vista, baby.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over. Woo! Yowie, wowie.
Mommy, where's Fluffy?
Goodbye.